All right, let's listen to this.
Senator Natasha akpoti-uduaghan committed any offense?
Yes, she has committed the offense of having a procession when the state government, acting on credible intelligence, directed that there should be no procession. She also addressed a rally. She will call it homecoming to greet her people about Salah. Where did they talk about Salah there? All her address were political to incite the people against constitutional authorities at the federal level and at the state level to create panic and tension and ensure that there is violence. That was just what happened today. So that's a clear violation of the statement and the directive of the state government. When you talk about the freedom of association has limitations. When your association is going to constitute danger and it is going to affect the rights and freedom of others, then such an association cannot be defended.
So just a moment. So I just wanted you to establish.
All right, so they are planning already to arrest Natasha Akpoti. Who is they? Who is they? Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Nara. I'm gonna share the link right now. Who is they? They are planning already. They are planning to arrest Natasha Akpoti. Listen to this. Watch this again. I'm gonna play this clip.
The governor, Governor Usman Ododo, has he given any direction to that effect?
It's different from having a very small child that you give food, you put food in his or her mouth. It is different. There was a statement.
That's a hell of an analogy
from the state governor, and the security agencies were told to execute the directive. If someone has violated it, the security agencies do not need the governor again to come and give them another directive. They know what to do.
So correct this if it's right or wrong. So is an intention of the implication meaning an arrest of Senator Natasha Akpoti, or what exactly would be the implication you're talking about?
Only the security agencies will be able to answer that. They know.
All right. So this guy is the commissioner of information in Kogi State. We're talking about Natasha Akpoti, who has been thorn in their flesh for how many days now? Since, I don't know, since February 24? No, since like March 6 or something like that, right? Natu, thank you so much. Natu said, them never see this coming. Gay, gay. Thank you, Natu. I appreciate you. All right, so Natasha today went to Kogi State after there were tons of announcements yesterday by the Kogi government that they cannot have a rally, that they're not allowed to have any kind of rally or public gathering in attempts to try to stop them. You're looking at this post on Instablog Nigeria. Kogi Governor Ododo. Is that Ododo or Ododo? I don't know. Is that Yoruba or Ibira? I don't know. Places a ban on public gatherings, convoy movements ahead of Senator Natasha coming. Okay. So why are they doing this? We know why they're doing it. Let me see if the first comment tells us. Everybody against one woman. Natasha will become the Senate president someday. Just watch and see. All right. We shall see. We shall see. Anyway, today she made some allegations. Some crazy allegations. First of all, this is how she arrived. Okay. All right. So that's how she arrived. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, let's just play that in. Let me do this. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Just hold tight. I'll be right back. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen.
One love enough, we done enough.
All right, I'm back. Let me share my screen. So sometimes my browsers will hang, and I basically have to do it all over. I have to refresh my browser. All right. She arrived in an helicopter, basically. All right, and then she made this allegation. Let me play this.
I will say this, and I'm saying this openly as well. On the 14th day of March, at about 10:30 p.m. On the 14th day of March, at about 10:30 p.m. I got calls that Governor Yahaya Bello was with Akpabio. That night, let me say this now. On the 14th of March, at 10:30 p.m., mind you, 2 days before that, which was on the 12th, Akpabio had called Governor Ododo on the phone that he should commence my recall. But Governor Ododo told him it would be impossible. No, hold on. This was what Governor Ododo said on the 12th. Listen. He said, oh no! That night, let me say this now. On the 14th of March at 10:30 p.m., mind you, 2 days before that, which was on the 12th, Akpabio had called Governor Ododo on the phone that he should commence my recall. But Governor Ododo told him it would be impossible. No, hold on. This was what?
So we already know that, of course, they are cooking the recall from the Senate. But look at this crowd. Okay, look at this crowd. And they said this is actually a personal compound because they were trying to make sure that they don't break any law, even though you heard that person saying earlier that she broke a law, but they say she's inciting violence.
On the 12th of March, Akpabio spoke to Governor Ododo to recall me. But he told him to be impossible because the masses are with her, the people are with her. But Akpabio was not satisfied. He then sent for Yahaya Bello. And it was actually Senator Asukwo from Cross River that drove Yahaya Bello from Hilton Hotel. I was informed of everything. And when I got to know, hold on, the meetings was in two folds. He told him to commence my recall. And that he was going to fund it. Of course, monies changed hands that night. The second thing he told him was that he should try and kill me. I didn't make this public, but I wrote to the IG of police. And Akpabio told Yahaya Bello, I am saying, sorry about what I've said. He told him that he should make sure that killing me does not happen in Abuja. It should be done here. So it will seem as if it's the people that killed me here. I didn't make that public, but we did notify the security agencies of that. And he called a number of people in the cabinet, questioned them. How come that project found its way here? And he said, in his words, he said, how can such resources, gas from the Niger Delta, be moved to the north? That he will stop it. And I will prove to you what he did. After the Senate President removed me, by the way, it is because of the 5 LNG projects that Akpabio removed me from the Committee of Local Content. Because he said, ever ever since he made me as a chairperson of local content, I have used that office to promote the North. That was what he said.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tribalism don't enter.
So this is
Tribalism has entered the chat.
okay, so this is the Senator Natasha where they say they gathered 250,000 signature petition to remove her from National Assembly. This video now today as she go her hometown to go greet her people where the people come out to receive and welcome her. So apart from these people who come to support their senator, they still get extra 250,000 people under 2 days who sign petition to remove her from National Assembly. Meanwhile, the vote where carry Senator Natasha go Senate, according to tribunal, was about 54,073 votes. So, chai, Nigeria, APC magic. What APC cannot do does not exist. Nigeria is an open crime scene. We have allowed criminals to overrun this asylum. And if Nigerians cannot wake up and speak up for what is true and to stand for justice, all of us will eventually become victims of this brazen criminality where we they watch the unfold. So, Nigerian leaders, shame on you. Shame on you, Nigerian politicians. Shame on you, opposition lawmakers in the National Assembly, for deciding to sell your consciences and becoming a part of a cult instead of a parliament to speak up for the Nigerian people and to stand in solidarity with one of your own in the face of oppression. If you are too afraid to speak up, what of ordinary people like us who are defenseless? What exactly is the crime of Senator Natasha? In a Senate of 109 senators, only 4 women. And one of those women, they go through all the victimization when Natasha, they go through. So, what exactly is her offense? Una said she disobeyed standing orders in the Senate. You suspended her for 6 months without allowance and salary. You remove and withdraw her security. Senate president said if you stop to be a senator, you should stop to enjoy your security. If not for intervention of other senators, you want to stop salary of her staff. You throw out her petition from the Committee of Ethics, which of course was an unfortunate committee that would never have brought anything good for Senator Natasha. You begin a criminal kangaroo recall of the senator. And today when she talks, says she won't go visit her people, the governor of Kogi State come out with ban on public gathering and to stop convoy movement for Kogi State just because Natasha says she want to go and visit her people. This is a bunch of cowards trying to silence.
All right, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. This is cowardice behavior. I've said that from day one. And you're going to see more and more and more of this. I think, again, if you don't know how to control your pride, you will continue to be exposed. It's just what it is. Yes, everybody just get used to it. If you don't know how to control your emotions, especially if you lack control of your emotions in the name of your logical, especially you, if that's how you operate, if you are justifying it with justifiable things because there's more than enough gullible people that will follow you, then we just have to wait a little bit longer. I've said this from day one. These are cowards. It's not the first time that they are cowards. They've always been cowards, but they've been able to get away with it for so long, and you never know who is going to come out and start exposing them. And in this case, it's Natasha. They've been making the worst mistakes. All the mistakes there is to make. Like, this is all predictable behavior. All predictable behavior. We could have predicted that there was going to be a recall. There was recall. We could have predicted they're going to try to block a rally. There was a attempt to block rally. They forgot to block the, so today is the helicopter flying into her compound. You might say we're going to block that too. We're going to, in the nearest future, we're going to block airspace so that nobody can just anyhow fly in. Well, if you guys were actually busy doing what you're supposed to do, which is actually securing the average citizen, that should have been blocked before. If truly you're concerned about people's security, because that's the reason why they're blocking the rally. If truly you cared about security, you would have blocked that, right? The presidents, the powers that be would have been briefed if anybody is trying to fly. Even the ordinary drone cannot fly beyond certain heights. But of course, you slept on that because you were busy fighting for petty nonsense. Ordinary sexual harassment, you can't answer. You're supposed to be the Senate president. and you can't answer to ordinary. Oh, yes, I call it ordinary in terms of you as a Senate president, an accusation, an allegation, right? You can't give it, you can't accord it the hearing that it deserves without making it must be true, because you know there's enough gullible people that will say, bring the evidence, bring the evidence. How can it be true? How can you believe? You have enough weirdos like Reno Mokri that don't understand that the priority is not if it is true or not. The priority is when there are issues like this, do you know how to actually handle it without indicting yourself? And worse, putting the regular citizen at risk. You're going to see more and more of this. You're going to see more, because you know what? Power is very intoxicating. If they don't self-destruct completely, they won't stop. That's my prediction. It might be in the form of Natasha, it might be somebody else, but it's people that the forces of nature will use to bring down all prideful human beings. It's also people that will be used. So just watch, just keep looking and watching. We shall see, you know. So now she's brought in tribalism into it, you know. As far as allegations, is it possible that an Akpabio will say you're bringing everything to the north? Is it possible that he will say that? Yes, of course. Right? Does she need evidence? All of them go shalayi tired. Okay? Go shalayi tired. Okay? She's ready for this fight. That's what it looks like. Okay? Those allegations that she just made again, those are grave allegations. An attempt to assassinate her, those are grave allegations. She probably knows she might be picked up anytime, but she's ready for the fight. She also knows that the whole world is watching, right? The whole world is watching. So I think she has an idea of what the kind of battles ahead of her. I think she knows. Okay. By the way, she was out hanging out with the Arise TV. She was honored yesterday as something bold in front of governors, something. She was honored by Arise TV yesterday. So she's gonna be all right, because again, now they also know here they're not that stupid. They know that they can't just do. I mean, look at Shore. Shore is walking free. If this was 30 years ago, they would have gotten rid of this type of people. But they know they can't just do that. But they still think they're still intoxicated by power, and they're trying to play that it's law. You have evidence, and then there's enough gullible people speaking that language too. The laws in Nigeria, no, the people you're talking about, they don't even obey the same laws. They don't have any respect for the Constitution. Does that mean she should break it? No, I think she should play their game, and I think she's doing it well thus far. And I think she knows, and I think she has some good advisors around her, and she's given the husband a lot of props, including having access to an helicopter to fly her into that space, so she didn't have to break any laws. But you're allowed to make accusations. If you don't like it, sue me to court now, and then we'll answer it. We'll give you all the evidence there. No, the evidence does not come on social media. This is not the VDM court of law. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the headline news of the day. I'll be right back.
Girl, it's your love.